Welcome to our second video on Pacman, creating the dots. Yes, the dots that Pacman eats that lets you know when the game is over, and it's the whole point. Pacman needs to eat. So first thing that we need to do is we're going to need to create a variable called dots left. This is going to keep track of how many dots are on the board. So go to variables, click make a variable, write dots left here, and hit OK. I've already made one, and then you'll get something that says dots left and this score thing here. Eventually that's going to go away. And then I want you to click into your backdrops, and right now when you hit green flag, you are going to set dots left to 0. So this is going to restart and reset our dots left variable right when we hit the start of the game. So we hit start of the game. Now, to create a dot, you're going to choose a sprite. I'm going to choose this ball. You can choose whatever you want. We don't want the dot to show up on the start button page, do we? Absolutely not. And our dot is a little too big, so I'm going to change it from 100 to 20. Okay, I'm going to go to a green flag, and when the green flag is clicked, I want my dude to hide. So I'm going to hide. I'm also going to grab a show for later on. And then our event to stardom is going to be when I receive start. When you start the program, it's going to show up. Makes sense, right? Then we're going to need to add a point into our variable dots left. So I'm going to do change dot left by 1. Simple, right? Then I'm going to need to tell my dot where to go. So let's find my dot here. It's this guy. I'm going to want my dot over here. Then I'm going to go to looks after I've or motion, and then I'm going to grab the XY coordinate. So when it receives start, it's going to show up over here. So if you move this, notice how that will move there. The numbers will change. Okay, cool. So now we're going to need a forever loop, because forever and an if-then statement. So forever if sensing, so if touching Pacman, so forever if touching Pacman. We want it to make a sound. Let's make it pop. Play sound. I don't want it to boing. Yeah, here. Play sound pop. We're going to add a point, so go to variables, and we're going to do change score by 1, and we are going to change dots left by -1, and then since Pacman ate our fantastic little dot, we are going to need to hide it. So you can just duplicate that here and stick a hide. Now let's test it out. So he's coming up. He's going to eat. He ate the dot. Our dots left went down. Perfect. So now that you've wrote the code, you don't need to write it again and again and again. Just right-click your dot, duplicate it. So it needs to. So you might need to restart your game. Okay. Move it to where you want it to go, and switch it out with its new position. And you might want to put it there so you don't have to take apart. And then do the same thing, duplicate it, take out the old XY, that's a good. Move it to where you want it to go, grab the new XY, put it here. So let's try it out. There we go. And voila, you have your dots to eat. Enjoy!